Just Dave Nussbaum about the latest on this hurricane, Dave.
Well, right now, though, again, just a Category 1, winds of 75 miles per hour. But the latest radar picture out of Key West, you can now start to see the eyes showing up here on the radar. So it's already starting to get better organized or continuing to organize, and that'll be the trend throughout the day. Winds right now at 75 miles per hour, moving north at 14. The pressure continues to be down at low at 981 millibars. We'll get a new update at 7 a.m. as it continues to track to the north, becoming a Category 2 by 1 o'clock, Category 3 major hurricane by 1 o'clock in the morning Wednesday before landfall. Likely will continue to strengthen all the way through landfall here as a major hurricane there across North Florida, weakened into Category 1 over southern Georgia by Wednesday afternoon and making a curve through the Carolinas, spreading flooding rains there. And then out in the Atlantic here as well, too. It looks like it may try to make like a little curve here back down to the south. Let's see if that trend continues with the models. But this is going to have a significant impact, of course, on Florida. You can see some of those models hinting at maybe trying to curve back to Florida. I hope they don't have part 2 of this coming, but that'd be something definitely to watch moving forward. Futurecast in the short term will show again the storm continuing to get stronger here. Notice how again becoming more symmetric, the eye well defined on the radar. This is just an idea what the radar will look like with landfall just off to the southeast of Tallahassee by roughly 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then spreading its way into Georgia, flooding rains there. Notice some rain over southeastern Alabama, but that's really about it. We're not going to see that significant impact across much of the state, which is good news. We also have Franklin, a Category 4 hurricane in the Atlantic. This one's going to move to the North Atlantic quickly and winds and a weekend, so we don't really have to worry about that one, which is some good news. Back here at home, though, live look Tuscaloosa here on McFarland. You can see a little haze, light fog, 73 degrees for you down in T-Town this morning. Get ready for the big game weekend. We're at 75 in Birmingham, 74 Alabaster, back to Asheville, 73 in Gadsden, back to Coleman and Jasper area this morning. And you notice no rain here. This rain from last night has moved out into Georgia, where they had some flooding concerns there, but we still have front kind of stalled along the I-59 corridor. So from I-59 to the south today, we are looking at rain and thunderstorms. Some of those could produce some heavy downpours at times. Futurecast will show pretty quiet all morning, but by 2 o'clock, here come those storms, continuing through 4 o'clock as we get in the lower to mid 80s to around 90 degrees this afternoon, depending when the storms pop up over your neighborhood. More rain through dinner time tonight, heading on into 11 o'clock tonight as well. As we head into tomorrow morning, we're looking at cloud cover from Idalia, still working its way through the area. Maybe a little stray shower rain band could come through during the afternoon, but most of us will be dry as we get into the mid 80s tomorrow. But then watch what happens Wednesday night into Thursday morning. We're talking lower to mid 60s with that dry air behind Idalia coming in and making for some very comfortable weather for Thursday. We'll get to 87 the high there. A few storms with a disturbance Friday, and then over Labor Day weekend, temperatures around 90 or so, lows in the 60s, so looking pretty good and dry for